All right, what's up, everyone? Another upper body day here, going strong, falling on this little, about 3 week phase, probably. Typically is what I do. Similar to last week, mostly the same stuff, just progressing. Start off with the push-up iso holds into the rack, overcoming iso. So immovable, trying to move the rack. I like this version, I think, a little bit better than even the bench press version of overcoming iso. Paired that with the falling catches into the push-up position, into plyo push-up, so kind of combining the impact of dropping right into a plyo push-up, into a few reps of that. Then after a few sets of those two combined, that pairing, we went into as drop set, so to speak, or as many reps as possible on push-ups with just the variable hand positioning, just changing positions every single time, trying to beat last week. Last week I got 40. This week I got 42. So improving. Again, trying to change the hands. I mean, it's tough when you're going. You might forget exactly where your hands are going, but just moving the hands every time. Make sure each back-to-back rep is not exactly the same. So just a fun way to challenge and change up the push-ups. Then we did our overcoming iso rows, again into the rack, 5 seconds there, and then paired that with the drop catch row. You can't really see the hands because the weights are covering up, but letting go of the bar, catching it, pulling it back up, fast, explosive, again, taking on that impact in the rowing variation. Then went into a handstand, moved this up in the workout a little bit. Last week I did it towards the end, but the handstand iso hold, and then into our work up to a heavy set of 3 pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, and paired those with the med ball slam over the hurdle. And just trying to break, again, last week's record. I was struggling here. I go, boom, I think this maybe around 40-something, 40, low 40s possibly. Just kept knocking it over. Again, this is a problem. It's a problem. You got to solve the problem. The problem is the hurdle. You got to bounce the ball over the hurdle and use your problem-solving ability to do it. Coming into how hard you need to slam it, distance away from the hurdle, how hard you need to slam, how far the distance where you slam it needs to be, the height, those types of things. So all these different things, the wetness, the ball would go in the grass, it would be wet. So that was another problem. So again, you see I got that one. Then we're working our way up in just regular pull-ups. Last week did chin-ups, so this week put the hands the other way, pull-ups. So now I'm getting into it, getting ready, slamming, going up, raising the height, and try and beat last week's record, which was 46. And we'll find out here shortly if I did break it today. But again, I think this was probably around 45, 46. I can't tell from here. Got so many hurdles. We broke another one yesterday. So really running out of hurdles. I got a lot of uprights. Not a lot of the clips that clap them back on. So these things are cheaply made, but they're not cheap to buy, which sucks because I like them. I just wish there was a better version. Need to find a better version of them that's a little bit more durable, not made of this cheap, crappy plastic, but still costs over $100 to buy these things. But again, working our way up at 50 here. I think we got up to 60 or 65 today. I can't remember. But again, that heavy pulling variation with that, boom, 48, new record, new PR. Yeah, what is that, 60? Thought I did 65, maybe I didn't, I'm not sure, I don't. But whatever it is, still heavy. Then we went inside after that, hit our impulse work, so heavier impulse, not as rapid rep. It's kind of hit that sticking point and pull it forward a little bit with the pec. Here, I really like this pec variation, kind of that, I don't know if it hits your inner pec, but I can really feel the isolating one pec at a time. Kind of like a fly would, but I just feel these a lot better. Kind of grab your boob there just to feel it as well, feel it working. But it's you hit that impact sticking point right at the end, and then you try to move it a little bit more, and then catch it again as the weight is rotating back or pendulum swinging back. So just a good variation. Did for the impulse, did so I did those. Then right into the bicep curls facing away. Again, finding that sticking point, heavy, hitting it and curling it up and really feeling that in the elbow joint, in the bicep, in the forearm. You'll feel a little bit in the shoulders, but can really see the bicep working. I really like this variation as well. I really like impulses in general since I started using them maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I really use them a lot, as you can kind of get into that isolated joint, the tendon, the muscle as well. You'll really feel it if you're doing them right. Can take some time to get used to as with anything, but I really like that variation. So hit both arms with the biceps, but again, and then we move into our triceps. Triceps are, I don't know, the variation of today. I like it, but I just need to find a better angle, I think, I need to get one of his Dax Hyper arms, but I'm using the reverse hyper here. The angle's a little off. I need to play around with that, but again, you still feel it. You can still hit that elbow joint, hit the tricep, get a little pump, get the tendons, everything good to go, and just hit it. You can do higher reps with this. It's that high impact without having to do throwing or something like that, without having to find a partner to play catch with, those types of things. So kind of preparing the body for those higher impacts is what I enjoy using these for. So those, after the impulses, went back outside, did our hangs, the Cobra skydiver hang, and then we did a band pull apart 2-minute ISO to end the day. Just really feel it in the shoulders, the rear delts, the scap area, and just pulling with the scap, not just pulling with the front of your shoulders, really hitting the rear delts, the posterior chain there. So that's what I have for you today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.